quick video. We do have a lot of... Sorry. Hey guys! Hi! Welcome back to Latte and Foam for another in-person episode. And this is actually a current one. All the other ones you guys saw were from spring. Yeah. The date is August 31st, and hopefully within like a week or two this should be up. But what are we doing today?
We are playing a new prologue that we saw on Voltage. It came up as like a push notification. I don't know the title off the top of my head right now because we already like went past it. But I told Kayla, I was like, oh my gosh, a new one.
For you.
Yeah, it's a new one. So we're going to play the prologue for you guys. It is a love choice, so you know how we feel about love choices, but we will play the prologue and give our thoughts because you know who we are, and we're always going to do that.
Is it called Otome Romance?
Otome Romance, which, by the way, why they did that is beyond me. That's such two blanket statement words that you're like, who knows?
I think the strategy there was to be like the first thing that comes up when you're trying to figure out romance games or Otome games, but...
Yeah, but I was like, oh, okay,
can we start over?
Old friend wipes tears away. The synopsis that I saw that I gave was basically like, come back after, you know, childhood romance. I know some people don't like it, but I'm a sucker for a sweet childhood romance. Because people always say like, well, if you were like into each other back then, it's like you were young and immature and you always think about like, I always had a crush on this person, or like that, you know, middle school romance that like never really came anywhere, especially in Japan. I feel like because you can go to separate high schools or your paths go different, that you could basically find a person that you were in love with previously. Same in America, it's like anywhere. And then
even if you weren't in love, it's just like you had like a little crush, or there was just somebody who was special to you that you were friends with from childhood. Like, that's so common. Or
you were so afraid to like take that next step because you didn't want to ruin it. Or like, my biggest fear is always like, what if I say I like you and then you're like, oh, like I've always seen you as like a sister, and I'm be like, no, that's what I meant.
Yeah, like that's what I said too. Were you confused?
We're on the same page, and then I'll block you and I'll never talk to you again. We, I mean, you know, Snow Kiss Romance to us was always a childhood romance. Hero from My Love for You is Evermore, which is a little break in that. Go download Evermore on the App Store. It is soon to be up on Steam. Hero's your childhood friend, and
I do want to say about Hero too. We did get one comment, like it sounds like we're harping on one person saying it, but it was so out of left field. They were like, I hate childhood romance because we miss all of the times that like Hero and the MC had together. And I'm like, well, for one, they didn't occur if we didn't write them. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like anything that was important, we do flashbacks. So I really like that flashback style, but I'm just curious if anybody else feels like that. Like, does it feel like you're missing out on anything with a childhood romance? Is that your guys' reasoning for not liking? But
because I love Dreamy Days in West Tokyo, and it's like we're going to talk about our favorite game ever, Dreamy Days in West Tokyo. We're going to give you a boy rank. We're going to also talk about the setting, the plot, all that good stuff. So everything that was so important to like their history and their past was told when it needed to be. You just knew that you guys grew up. And you think about it as like kids, like memories that were core then, you'll remember and you talk about them. So it's like, that's kind of the same thing to me. But anyway, enough about our rant. Shows the little meter on the screen. So it's like super happy ending, normal ending, which means there's 3. I guess that's how love choice maybe works. I don't know. We did try an attempt to play Masquerade Kiss, and I thought, hate it.
Yeah, if we want to give an update on that, like I remember we said in a previous video that we would be editing. I might have actually cut that out because I was like, we're not going to play it. They released a love choice game as a console game on the Nintendo Switch, and it just wasn't good.
Yeah.
And I remember liking it whenever I played it originally, but it was just difficult to get into. But basically, if you don't know how love choice works on the phone, because obviously on the Switch, it's just one price, so it eliminates the whole purpose of it, which did make it a little bit weird. And we did plan to talk about that if we covered Masquerade Kiss, how there's still remnants of love choice in it, and it's very confusing. But basically, it tells you what the right answer is when you're going through a choice. And that answer has to be paid for with in-game currency, which has to be accumulated via real currency.
Yeah.
Because you're going to run out. And there's basically no way to get the best possible ending unless you pay. And so I tried to play it in a matter of 2 days, one of the Masquerade Kiss routes, and I believe I spent $38 on playing one route. And yeah, I sincerely regret that because that doesn't even make sense. Please don't do that.
For $35 you get all the characters. So
yes, but this was before the Switch. Like this was like,
before the Switch. But now if you are interested in Masquerade Kiss, it just didn't like, I don't know, it didn't hook me like I wanted it to. So it's not I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's just not a game that like could have done more. But anyway, let's dive right into the prologue. Do you want to be the main character?
Sure, yeah. Oh,
or no, I'll do it, right? Because it's my phone.
Oh, yeah, because it's going to be saying
Yeah.
Yana. So I'll be all the other characters. And then also, is this available on the Switch at all, or is it just mobile?
Just mobile for now.
Okay.
For now.
I really love the beach design. It's so cute.
Yeah, I love the colors too.
It's kind of funny because, like, we're working on Snowkiss Romance revamp right now, as you guys know that we have been all year. And so we're, like, in that very snowy mindset. So it's kind of fun to just see
Go to a
beach.
summery.
Ooh.
I like the colors.
This background is in one of their other games that's in a beach setting. I forget the name of it.
I don't know, but I do love a reduce, reuse, recycle.
I think it's First Love Diaries. They have a lot of beach games, actually.
I take off my socks. Is it socks? No, shoes.
Oh, sorry. We have it, like, projecting onto my computer, and so she was trying to read that, but, like, something popped up. Okay, sorry.
I take off my shoes and socks and run barefoot along the water's edge. The humid sea breeze tousles my hair as I'm surrounded by the sound of crashing waves. I feel like I can become a whole new me, a whole new world. It's always the sea that soothes my wounded heart.
Wounded heart. Okay, so she's heartbroken right now.
The ever unchanging sea.
Oh my goodness.
Then.
So this is where you were.
No,
I'm
not
a
the
silhouette.
Oh.
Ooh, multiple silhouettes. It's also funny, like, I know we're obviously doing this with Snowkiss because she has multiple childhood friends that were male, but it's kind of funny. It's like all these guys were in love with you. Like,
Yeah.
Come on, girl.
Oh, two. Your smile.
Oh, it's just two of them.
Well, I did see on the loading page that there was only two right now. One's not out yet, so.
Oh, okay. I've noticed that too, that they've been doing a little bit more of a focus instead of having multiple love interests. It's like you only have two, which I feel like I like that we did that with Snowkiss, where there's truly only three main guys, because it is a little unrealistic to be like, there's 8 childhood friends
That are into you.
Yeah, it's like Okay.
I don't know why this is giving me the Powerpuff Girls house.
It's giving me prison. What is the Powerpuff Girls house look like?
What prisons have you seen?
Like a celebrity prison or something. It's like just like very
What the hell are you talking about? No,
You have to show me a photo because I have no idea.
Yeah, you gotta show me a photo of what prisons you're talking about so that we can compare notes.
Obviously, I've never been to one, and I hope to never.
I would hope not, because if that's the kind of prison you've gone to, no offense, buddy, you were kidnapped. That's what that was.
Honestly, it's too much to get into.
What?
There's like secret lore of me being kidnapped in the past. No. What I was gonna say.
No, it's not funny, but like, good God.
I was gonna say it looks like the house in like this story. It's not a story, it's a real thing that happened. You remember Ruby Frankie and like 8 Passengers, that whole drama?
Yeah, that went to a very dark turn of what you're going to. Okay, yes.
Yeah, so that's what I was gonna say. There was like a house featured in it where they kept the kids, and it looked
Yeah.
like this. Like it was like very sterile. Sorry to be dark. Anyways.
About an hour from Tokyo by car, a new built dormitory style
Soil.
share house sits in a residential area overlooking the sea. It's like a very small dorm.
I know. Ooh, that's a nice
Okay.
background.
First of all, that house is much bigger.
Is it? Yeah, I know. Also, does it kind of look like our background?
When it's like
The deck?
overlooking- yeah.
Yes.
When I step out onto the terrace, a colorful breakfast sits on the table. Wow, salad, pancakes, scrambled eggs. What's in this pot?
I know in Japan, like, salad for breakfast is normal, but it's so funny
Here,
to, like,
yeah.
think about that, yeah.
Okay, so we have Ryo Haruki, and he kind of, that nose.
He's giving me, like, that, like, cult leader pastor with the turtleneck and the necklace combo. Onion soup. Hey, it's not just a pot, it's a stop.
Okay.
My read.
You made all of this, Ryo? Resident number 1 of the share house.
Is she going to describe why she's at the share house? Because it seems like it's a halfway house or...
You're like stuck on that prison thing.
It feels dark to me. Like, why are you in an adult dormitory?
Maybe for work. Oh my God. Full name Ryu Haruki. If you wanted to tell us his full name after, don't put it on the screen when he's talking.
It's also just like a weird sentence structure.
Gives me a cheeky wink as he finishes off the salad by adding a splash of olive oil.
Oh, so he's like making it. A cheeky little wink. Of course. This is the Bayside breakfast everyone wants to have at least once before they die.
All right, maybe it is
getting
prison.
dark, right?
Prison. That's the power of a pop. Oh wait, sorry, that's you.
Oh, sorry, I'm real. He's kind of short, no?
I think it's like the art, because this is the same art style as all of them, and they kind of make them low.
Yeah, I've made this comment before, but like there's like a cutoff point where all the art, they position the sprites lower on the screen. I don't like it.
Drop it low, girl. Drop it low,
girl. This is the power of a popular cafe owner. My breakfast cafe on the beach. I'm sorry. We have a very specific idea for a game that we have upcoming after Snow Kiss, and that's like a piece of it.
Cafe on the beach. But this is different.
Yeah, but still. Ugh. My breakfast has the stylish ladies taking the first train out here to eat. Why are we having this convo?
Arr.
Me ladies. Oi. No.
Oh, no.
Okay, so I see we have your boyfriend on screen, Kento Kuro.
He's not cute.
Bop.
He's a bop. Kento Yamazaki. While I stare blankly, not really looking at the olive oil. I'm bopped in the head by a tablet carried by Kento. Oh my god, stop repeating his name so many times. Kuroe.
Okay, he hit her in the head with a tablet? That's a piece of machinery.
Yeah, that's gonna give you a headache.
Sumptuous way to start the day. Right? Do you have natto? Yeah, right.
I went to both elementary and middle school with these two. We're childhood friends. Wait, you still eat natto with your breakfast now, Kento?
Of course, fermented soybeans, because I need to explain this for the English audience, are excellent for your intestinal environment.
Ugh.
They're a must for my hotel's breakfast buffet. Is this the hotel or no, it's a dorm? Oh, I'm confused. Wait, seriously? Isn't it kind of a turnoff for people hearing that kind of thing? Not really. It's a little late to be playing cool around her, isn't it?
His nose is fucking atrocious.
Really? I think it looks okay. It's not too bad. I've seen worse. Yo.
I've seen worse, but like, no. Huh?
Ah, good point. I mean, she's kind of old to care about that. How old are we?
Excuse you, we're the same age. The two ignore me as I calmly add food to their own plates.
What is happening? I like can't get behind what's happening right now. I'm so confused.
Get the strap.
Oh, that's me. Get the salt.
Oh, sure. Do you want the pepper too?
Yeah. That went down the wrong tube.
What is happening?
I know, like, I need a little bit more, like, information. Like, this is so weird to put us in this convo.
Are you okay? Here, drink. After we just, like, defended childhood tropes, and we're like, what is going on?
I know, we're missing all the information. There's a right and a wrong way to do it, I'll say that.
Here, drink some water.
I just imagine, like, watching her with water. Thanks.
We've been friends for as long as I can remember, which is not long. So we all know all of each other's embarrassing stories and past mistakes.
That's usually how that works, yes.
There's nothing frivolous nor any silly game playing between us. Okay. But then it doesn't seem like you're that good of friends. You and I can't go more than 2 seconds without frivolous or silly game playing.
Yeah, what?
So right now is a perfect example. So what if it's been 10 years?
It's always 10.
Yeah. And here's what I'll give them. At least they like stick to the 10 years like time slot. Kayla and I are like, what if we just botch it? Who gives a shit? We've definitely improved and changed that, and you'll see that in the newer Snow Kiss. Just understand. Yeah,
I think we talk about it if you watch the video of us going through the old Snow Kiss romance, the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
You can kind of see what we mean by that.
Usui's a last name. Takami's a first name. And I was like, you're correct.
Right now, he has 2 last names, and I don't know if we've ever publicly addressed that.
David Matringa. And David Matringa was really a nice man. He's a nice guy, too. David Matringa, I'm not going to keep saying his first and last name, but... Huh? What'd you say?
Oh, I was going to say, I think... I want people to be captivated, you know? I want, like, stuff happening. I want gameplay going on. It's going to be so much better. Yana, what are you grimacing about? Or grinning about, sorry.
Am I grinning?
Very much so. Creepy amounts.
Have you guys never had friends?
Yeah, like
sorry. We're friends. I'm not seen in the traditional men are this, women are that way that society likes to dictate.
I feel like her internal thoughts are very, very strange. Like, it's a little too fourth wall breaky.
Who said anything about that anyway?
No, there was nothing I was picking up.
It's giving, I'm one of the guys. I only hang out with guys because they're less drama.
There's like only 2 of them.
Like, good God. Which means I don't have to pretend to be someone I'm not, nor feel pressure to take on stereotypical feminine roles.
Okay, this is like, me and Yana talk about this all the time when we're in the writer's room, that you should not tell people, you should show people. So through storylines and actions and interesting dialogue, show what the nuanced take that you're trying to portray. Don't just straight up tell them everything.
Yeah, and this is like, when you point out things like this to try to like dictate how the main character's personality is, it makes it odd because you're not doing anything to prove that way. Like, I'm not feminine. Like, in what ways? Femininity, masculinity, all those are stereotypical when you say it that way, because it's like, this can only be feminine if you do this. Mm-hmm. Femininity could be that you like to be, you know, the cleanliness of your home, but it also could be down to like the colors that you like to wear and the aesthetics that you have to wear. But it also can be activities and hobbies that you do and the way that you approach any project that you do. Femininity is so many things. So it's like weird when they say that, because it's like, yeah, you just made it a stereotype.
Yeah, it's also weird, like, feel pressured to take on feminine roles, which, I mean, why would you be friends with people who pressure you to take on any role, you know?
Yeah.
It's weird.
I can just be myself. Annoying. That alone makes things so much easier. Okay.
You finally smiled. I thought she was smiling.
Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Oh, that's right. I've forgotten how to breathe and laugh. Oh, God. Like I am now.
Oh, because she's been through something traumatic, I'm assuming?
I guess. Until yesterday, I was in a relationship with a man who put me in feminine roles.
That's what I'm going to assume based on the heavy, heavy context they're laying down.
Around this time yesterday, I was on my way to my fiance. She's always engaged.
She used to be engaged.
Fiance's place so that we could go and register our marriage with City Hall.
It's kind of funny, though, because she's saying this happened yesterday, right?
Yeah.
And the very next day, she's like, I had forgotten how to laugh and breathe. It's like, it's been one day. You laughed in 24 hours. Like, it's not that big of a deal.
Getting married at, okay, so she's 31. At 31 is a bit older than I'd imagined. Calm down. When I was a kid, but there's nothing wrong with that, right? It's been 10 years since I left the town I was born and raised in. She all moved an hour away.
And what town was that?
My coworkers and friends from university all began getting married and having children. So when my boyfriend finally proposed, I was more relieved than happy at finally catching up. Yeah, that's not a reason to get married, by the way.
Yeah, not at all.
They use this background a lot.
Oh, do they? Which one is it in? It did look familiar.
In my homeroom story or whatever.
Oh, yeah. This is also really random and not related to this background.
Private homeroom. And I said my homeroom story.
And I said, yeah. Also, is it our private or my private homeroom?
Our private.
Okay.
Nah, I didn't say a single thing right once.
That one, for some reason, I can never get the title of. But anyways, this, like, triggered me for some reason. I don't think this background's even in this game, but we're also playing 10 Days with My Devil for a little Halloween special for you guys. So, yeah, that's going to be a boy rank coming up.
I'm still not happy he made me quit my job. Oh, no, sister. My sister in arms. No fucking way.
Absolutely not.
In order for us to get married properly. Okay, now the feminine roles thing makes sense, but it's like you have to say that first, then get to the end. Because it's like, Voltage is guilty of being like, I'm going to give you every bit of information first and then explain it after. And it's like, sometimes that works if you do it in like a flashback. Like, think of about a movie when it opens up with like the defining scene, but you don't know when it's going to come. A lot of scary movies do that.
And it's like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
But that wasn't a defining scene. They were just having breakfast. Yeah. Like, it was just very, I don't know.
If you said that to me during breakfast, I'd have been like, are you good?
Storytelling could be improved.
But I guess marriage means compromise. It couldn't be helped. Yeah, it absolutely could. I opened the front door. This being my first act as a soon-to-be housewife in the new to me home. Love is an open door. Hey, stop. It's always cheating.
Oh, hey, stop that. It tickles. It's morning, you know.
I hear a woman's voice in the instant I step foot inside. And that's the last we saw anybody in that apartment. I look down, and sure enough, there's a pair of pumps inside the door that I know are mine. So if you were going to sleep with my husband, my fiance, my boyfriend, like, don't leave shit where I'm going to easily walk in and see.
Yeah, also, why would you walk into somebody else's house? Like...
Whores. Again, if you're gonna cheat, you know what I'm saying? Like, please, at the very... have the decorum to hide it, okay?
Yeah.
Please don't cheat, and then I gotta walk in, and then you'd be like, her pumps are at my door. Like, just understand, for that shit you pulled in the kitchen, I should have messed you up, but I let you walk away. I let you live.
Not very demure.
Not very
mindful.
cutesy. Designer kitten. Girl, not compliment.
Her little potato heels.
She said, what was it? Have you seen that? Those like that sound where it's like, she said, I wore 6-inch Louis Vuittons and to court, and with my tweed outfit, they weren't Louis Vuittons, they were kitten heels. Fucking bitch.
I haven't seen that.
I'll show you later.
We'll have to put it in so it makes sense.
This is Alexis Nyers calling. I'm calling to let you know how disappointed I am in your story. There's many things that I read in here that were false. Like you saying that I wore 6-inch Louboutin heels to court with my tweed skirt when I wore 4-inch little brown BB shoes. $29!
I'm overcome with sickening... Oh, she was like, cute heels. My God. I'm overcome with a sickening feelings as I hold my breath and making my way back downtown to the bedroom door, and I throw it open and...
That's a small bedroom.
I know.
We're face to face with the girl. Oh.
He's like short.
What the Yana work junior? Yana? It's not what it looks like, I swear.
You're in your undergarments. What's there to misunderstand? Well, she's not naked. You are naked under the covers with my fiance. She and my fiance's junior at work too. Not only that, but the other day, she gave me a bouquet of flowers to congratulate me on my marriage and leaving my job. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Never mind that. They're wrapped up in the new sheets I bought.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. It's like, you know that I live here. Like, oh.
I took a Louisville struggle to both headlights. A whirlwind of emotions is brewing inside of me as I stare at my fiance who barely looks human right now. Honestly, I always think about this too. Like, I have never caught a significant other cheating. I've caught them in the aftermath, not like in the act of.
Yeah.
And how I react is I think that I am not a very reactive person, right? So I'm just like, yeah, you're cut off, you're done. I don't know what I would do if in the middle of it, what I would honest to God do.
I feel like I would close the door and walk out because I don't think
I would be in such shock.
Yeah.
Because I would, like, you know what I mean? And then the rage would come after. Mm-hmm. But I would literally be so shook. And then for me, I would go very indifferent, right? Because the opposite of love is not hate, it's actually indifference. And that's what I would feel like. You would disgust me to a level that I would never look at you again and think I love you or I care about you. I'd be like, pack it up. Bye.
Yeah. I'd honestly probably have someone else just deal with everything. Like, hire someone to help.
I would deal with it for you. I mean, not that that would ever happen to you.
Why'd you get here early for? All right, buddy.
What?
I told you to come over this afternoon. What the hell is wrong?
I know you're not mad at me. You said to get lunch and come over.
Let me come over. That sounds like from Minoru.
Let me come over.
Mood killer. You really are as boring as you look. All right, sir. This is so too beyond. You'd think for someone as dull as you are, you'd at least be able to read the room.
Read the room?
My room? My bedroom?
You're complaining about me when you're the one cheating?
Yeah, why wouldn't I? What, sir?
Why do you want to get married? Break up with me.
Who do you think is going to be supporting you from today on?
But
that's also annoying. They're like, I made you quit your job, but
I'm also going to expect you to be okay with me cheating on you and not get upset.
Because I'm supporting you, but it's like you forced me to.
I'm actually going to drain your bank account and I'm going to commit identity theft. I never wanted to quit my job and be a housewife in the first place. I joined an interior design company right after I graduated.
And your room looks like that? Sorry.
I wasn't assigned to the department I've been hoping to join. Well, but I worked hard at I can see why, sister.
Sister girl.
But I worked hard at everything I did and built a solid relationship of trust among my colleagues, and yet...
Clearly not, because that was one of her colleagues, the girl.
Yeah, what trust? Well, yeah, trust to pull the wool over your eyes. He said he wouldn't get married unless I quit my job. At some point, and without even recognizing I'd done so, I'd let him take control of my life. Yeah, baby girl, he gave you what I like to call a shut-up ring.
Yeah.
Reading the room, right.
What?
Thanks for everything up to and including a few minutes ago. You can both kiss my ass. All right, she kind of ate with that. She ate you
That
up.
came out of nowhere. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Stop. Yana.
My mind's blank, but I can hear him yelling behind me even as I walk out the door. I just keep walking.
Walk away.
After a 2-hour train ride, I suddenly snap out of it and find myself sitting on the beach hugging my knees. Stereotypical, selfish, emotionally abusive man. Yeah, down with men, you know? I should have. No, I knew underneath that if I married him, I would never really be happy. I'd like to also just pause. Yeah, if a man gives you the shut up ring, ladies, like, you're never going to actually truly be happy because he's only doing it so you will, you know what, shut up. And then you'll just be miserable in all of it, and everything will always be, if I do this, maybe I'll be happy. But you won't be, so it's like, that's my advice. Don't get a shut up ring. If a man loves you and all that other stuff, you'll always feel happy with him. That's it.
Yeah, also, I don't know. I feel like they did it a little too stereotypically. Like, I wish they would have, like, he didn't even try to gaslight her or anything. They just made him, like, the ultimate villain. I guess it's probably because he's not important to the rest of the story, but...
Yeah, but I get what you mean. Like, in Your Arms Tonight, the difference was that Koichi and her were really, like, arranged partners.
It was a complex.
Yeah, so they had nothing to go off of, and he was like, you know, I was seeing her before we were even married or anything. So I guess I can see that. Definitely better writing would have made it a little bit more believable. I got caught up in my friends' lives and wanting to keep up with their milestones. I pretended not to notice what he was doing or how he was acting or how uncomfortable it made me. Yeah, making you quit your job is actually insane.
Yeah, that is.
Have you seen those TikTok comments sometimes when somebody does something like kind of crazy and they're like, not gonna lie, this is insane, or like, hey, this is insane.
No, I haven't.
What am I going to do now? You haven't, I'll show you this clip, but it's like, I'll just show you later. You'll get why I think that's funny.
Okay.
What the hell we gonna do now?
Plip.
In no time at all, it starts raining so hard that it's almost impossible to see anything. Let the rain fall down. What am I going to do? My parents' place is a short drive from here. But as far as they know, I'm filling my marriage license today. How am I going to explain this to them? Hey, my fiance cheated and we're not getting married.
Just like that.
I have nowhere to go. I don't even have an umbrella. I lost everything. I don't have a job, a home, a job, or a fiance. I don't know where to go from here. Well, you'd actually beg for your job back and be like, I prematurely quit and I shouldn't have.
Yeah, I feel like she could get her job back.
Why am I the only one suffering? Why do I?
What are you doing over there?
How do I live without you? I look to see a guy in a dark suit looking down at me. Who is that guy? He seems so familiar. Are you Kento? I love that you just like immediately just like go to that guy's name. You've seen a bunch of people, by the way.
I think what's annoying though too is like we already know exactly what's gonna happen from here because they like prematurely told us that.
Hey. I'm fading into the fucking light. Hey, it's me.
No, I'm in a 3-piece suit in the pouring rain.
Yeah.
Did I glow up that much that you didn't recognize me? Please don't use that term, sir.
Are you dumb? She did recognize you.
Yeah, she literally said Kento immediately on site.
The smile on his face as he replies merges with the mental image I have of my childhood friend. Oh,
I wish they showed that. Yeah, see? Same thought.
It really is you.
You.
He's too short when he's up close.
Yeah, and I know that they're all supposed to be like 7 feet tall, so it's like I know it's not things to do with their actual height. It's just the way they're positioning.
He pulls his jacket off and drapes over my head. Here's what gets me. Remember in it was in what's it called? Kiss by the Bad is Bitter. And in Soryu's route, it starts raining and he just like takes off his jacket, but it's like Bubs or both in the rain, you know what I mean?
I don't
and you're
even
in a fucking
remember.
suit.
Oh my god.
It's like the first time Soryu calls you by your name.
Call Me By Your Name.
What was that?
It's the name of a movie.
Okay, but it seemed like somebody pushed a button and was like, do it.
Yeah, that's literally what it is. Human toilet.
What happened here? An incident?
Poke.
Human toilet. Human toilet.
Any was there. Whoa. Like, whoa.
We're talking about other stuff, so I was like, why'd she say whoa? I honestly don't even know.
He forcefully, firmly grabs me by the shoulders and gets me to my feet. We run across the wet sand. This sounds like a romantic moment then. Now we're just on the street.
We're in the corner.
We steady mobbing.
This is definitely in First Love Diaries too, I think.
That's the way to...
That's the way, Your parents' house.
Right, wait. Kento, my folks are...
Used to be here. Oh, they passed away? Wait, what?
I don't know.
Okay. What was that?
No context, no clues. I made the trip up this road home countless times over in my childhood. But what greets me today is a brand new house I've never seen before. So they just like bought out our parents' home?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is.
This is
a share house.
A what?
Is there a popular show that was on in Japan like a while ago where they all shared a house? Mm-hmm. Maybe it's something like inspired by that.
Kento pulls out a key in his pocket and unlocks the front door. They made it so dramatic, and I don't understand. Like, they didn't give context.
I know. And the deck seemed huge, and now this seems like a small area. Okay.
Your parents moved overseas, didn't they? Oh my god, my parents didn't tell me that they moved overseas?
Wait, she's confused?
I mean, they've been talking about doing that for years now, talking about being the operative word.
Wait, so Kento knows more about my parents than me.
The way that I would have to block them, unfortunately, to prove a point, homeless or not.
You didn't know?
Bitch, I obviously didn't know.
Then again, they've always been free spirits, right?
That's not enough. My parents should have told me that they moved out of the country.
Yeah.
Wouldn't our parents normally tell their daughter before taking off overseas?
They asked me to put the land to practical use, so I built a share house. Like, oh my God.
They talked to you? Who the fuck are you to me?
So they moved away so long ago that he had the chance to build an entire house, because that's what he just said.
Mm-hmm. Kento comes from one of the founding families of this area. They run a famous historical hotel.
I'm just saying it's giving Daichi vibes.
One day he'll take over the management of the hotel from his father. I've heard he's been learning the ropes from him. Our families have been close since we were little, so they must have felt safe in trusting Kento with this. Share house, so other people live here too?
Actually,
I'm home. Not the way he like pranced up in there.
Golly, man, it's bucketing down outside. It's like, huh?
That voice. Rio?
Yana?
He got like instantly shorter.
I know, that doesn't even make sense from how he was far away.
You're home as in you live here too?
Yep. Right now, it's just Rio and I living here.
It's not a share house, it's 2 roommates.
You must be my roommates. Oh, right. This is where your house used to be.
Like, don't talk about it in such casualty.
This is crazy.
Years has it been? You've been living in Tokyo, right? My parents were just like, hey, fuck you.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it was. How should I put this?
Apparently she wasn't aware her parents' house was replaced with a share house. What? That's hilarious. It's not funny at all, actually.
In what way? It's actually pretty devastating that my childhood home is gone.
Yeah.
Also, what if I had stuff in there that I cared about?
Yeah, the whole game is supposed to be nostalgia focused.
I'm not having fun. It's been forever since the 3 of us spent time together. It's not a great welcoming reunion, I'll tell you that.
I don't even know why she's entertaining these people. I would leave and call my parents immediately.
Yeah, because here's what I would feel, right? You bitches let my parents sell you the land or whatever it is, and then you built a share house on my childhood home and didn't think, oh, do you know your daughter's email?
Yeah, like
that
nothing.
Doesn't make any sense. Okay, it's one thing if it's like, hey, this is like the first time we reunited and we just like have lost contact, but you're in my home, my old home that you transformed, and you didn't even think, you knew my parents was gonna tell me.
So he just happened to go on like the massive beaches of the coast of Japan and just found her. Mm-hmm. This seems hella unrealistic. So, did you come to see your folks?
Are you joking? Well, a lot's happened now. I have nowhere to go. Yeah, you know what? Just cut to the chase, honestly.
This is crazy, huh? Is that why you were sitting on the beach hugging your knees and crying?
Calm down. Calm down.
The only explanation is it's like a private beach that's like right there that they saw through the window. Because I'm like, how would they know to go see her?
The way he said that, I don't know if you've heard this sound too, where it's like, hold on, Savannah. I'm going to answer your questions. I'm going to get there. I'm not going to go anywhere. Take your time.
He is a liar, as you say?
Well, absolutely.
Why did you work for him?
Savannah, slow down. I'm going to ask your question. Don't worry, I'm here. I've got all the time.
Yeah,
to
no,
me.
but I'm... Yeah.
So you don't have to ask 10 questions in 1 second. It's okay.
It happened again? If so, then we have that. What do you mean it happened again? And what do you mean that? Yeah, wait, that? Oh my god. The what now?
Oh, an extra room? Why can't you just say that?
Here. Oh, that's what they were talking about?
The 2 lead me upstairs to the 2nd floor just like say the spare room. No sooner did they open the door than I spotted very familiar furniture. Your childhood bedroom. Just say that, please.
Wait, this is my furniture from my room at my parents' house.
So I'm lost. So you kept my furniture from my old home, but you didn't think to send me a quick text.
Nothing. Yeah, it's like you would definitely contact her. Like, hey, your stuff is all here.
If my parents are so free-spirited, why did they keep all my shit?
Right. It wasn't easy, We had to get it out of your old room before it was demolished, then put in here.
So my parents actually didn't give a fuck. That's crazy.
That is crazy. And construction and demolition takes so long. They've been sitting on this secret for at least a year.
And then everything to find me. They thought one day she'll just be strolling homeless on the beach.
And she was about to get married, so I highly doubt she wasn't talking to her parents.
Apparently they didn't care. I've been away from home from 10. Oh, okay. So, and you're getting married.
Talk to them.
Yeah, you're getting married. Your parents know. That's why you didn't want to tell them in the first place. I've just lost about everything now, and yet.
You're welcome to live here if you like. I know I'm welcome. This is my house. What are you talking about?
Really?
Oh my god. She's acting like they're the saints right now. The patron saints for literally keeping her furniture.
After all, this is technically your home. Yeah, you're damn right. It is my property on my land. No way. I'm going to pay rent for my home?
I'll even give you a discount on the rent.
That's such a big help. I don't have a job.
I'm calling my parents
Matter of fact,
immediately.
you know what? I'll give you guys a discount because this is my home and
I'll be
I'm the
collecting
landlord.
the rent. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. I'll have to live off my savings until I can get a new job. Just go back and beg for your old job. I'm begging.
I'm beat. I'm gonna go take a shower, then get to bed. Good night. Okay, Rio.
Good night.
There's
She has no clothes, nothing.
Nothing at all. There's a powder room on each floor, but the shower's on the first. You have to sign up on the board in order to reserve your shirt. There's only 3 of us. They're acting like there's 20 of us.
Yeah, I'm not reserving shit. I'm gonna go to the shower when I want to go to the shower, and if you two are in there, then I'll wait. It's not that hard.
Yeah, we'll just have a convo. We don't need to do this. Normally speaking, you need to provide your own toiletries. Okay, I think I don't want your shampoo anyways. What are we doing? This is so weird. I know.
Hey, can I borrow your razor? Thanks. Oh, also, if you have, can I get some of your butt soap? Thanks.
Yeah.
Can I get some of your 3-in-1 shampoo? It's doing wonders for your face. That nose is a lot to be desired, but who cares?
But if you want some of the ones from our hotel, I'll get them for you.
Stop being weird. You're making me uncomfortable. Can you give me some samples?
So she trekked all the way over here without nothing. Clothes, nothing?
No, she's dumb.
Oh, God. Yes, please.
Can you give me some of them samples? They strip my hair to fucking ribbons, but I would love it.
Nothing's worse than, hotel samples. Unless it's, an ultra-luxury hotel.
Even then, I don't know why. That shit strips my skin like a mug.
It's only when they, partner with real toiletry companies.
You're correct.
If
I've been to, the Ritz-Carlton really had some really nice...
There's one I went to, they had Oribe, and that's an extremely good shampoo and conditioner. But the regular ones that just say the name of the hotel, the Marriott shampoo.
Yeah, neither pester me for details or show any particular concern, because why would they?
Yeah.
They leave me alone. They didn't give a fuck to tell you that your parents left the fucking country and we're gonna sell your shit, but yeah, they should care about you being on the beach.
Why would they not leave you alone in your room? It's bedtime.
You shut the door.
It's really creepy if they just come into your room in the middle of the night.
Pound on it.
Hey, open up.
That never changes. They don't care about me in the slightest.
They let me sleep through the night when I was a kid,
Ichigo Sato would never.
Nope.
Okay, he came to my rescue when the books concaved my room. I sit down on my old bed, then flop backwards and hit the wall. My whole body feels as though we're made of lead and my eyes keep closing on their own. You're probably tired, sis. And you're gonna have a cold, by the way. You are in the fucking rain.
She's gonna be sick.
I might have lost my love. He wasn't your love. My job, but at least I still have no dignity either. I have somewhere I could feel safe.
I'm getting charged rent to stay in my parents' house. Wow, how romantic.
I fall into a deep sleep as though slipping under the ocean waves, slipping through my fingers all the time. A nostalgia-tinted dream awaits me. Good God.
Finally, we get a flashback.
What if it just ends?
It's you have to pay $5 for the next chapter.
When I was a child, whenever I was sad, I would come to this spot and sit on the beach. That's what they're talking about. And before long... Oh no! Not the Hijirikawa haircut.
No, them having totally different uniforms. We knew you were here.
I think one has to be then in high school. Either they're at different middle schools or one's in high school, one's in middle school.
That's what I think too, yeah.
My 2 best friends would come with find me. Nah. You were looking for me?
No, Rio and me were just running near here.
You guys don't even go to the same school, so that's not true.
Are you crying? With his smile? Are you crying?
I hurriedly turned my face back to the ocean so neither of them will see the tear streaks on my cheeks.
They'll absolutely see it if you turn to the side. It's gonna glisten. What is she talking about?
My boyfriend dumped me. You get dumped a lot, sister.
Oh, that's why they said again.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said that he likes this other girl more. I'm a boring blob, apparently.
It's not looking too good, yeah.
Yeah, we knew, girl. He was my first boyfriend after I started high school. I'm assuming then Kento's the youngest.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I was so hurt and depressed, I felt like my life was over.
Yikes. I told you, didn't I? You got garbage chasing guys. I thought it was okay leaving this to you, but apparently not.
Huh? What? Their quiet murmurs are lost under the sound of the waves.
You got dumped seriously fast, though. Like, wow, levels of fast.
You're single, so I would go ahead and shut the fuck up.
That makes today your dumping anniversary.
You two are horrible.
Yeah, they're actually pretty awful for that.
Even though they aren't being nice, just having the pair of them here with me, I feel like I can go back to who I was before I got hurt. Girl, it was like 20 minutes ago.
Just like before 9/11. It was a different time and I'm back there.
I hate that for her. Having these two here makes me feel so much better because I have the memory of a goldfish.
I hope this is like a really good love triangle, because if she ends up with one or not the other, which is how it has to go, like,
yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
They all have to live together in the share house. Can you imagine? First of all, it's giving, you know what it gives me? Star-crossed myth, when all of them had, like, Hughes, like, obviously was in love with her before everybody else was, and then she gets banged by everyone else in that house.
Yeah.
And she's just like, he's like, yeah, that was like the true love of my life. I gave up half my stars, and look at her getting pound town by Leon.
Yeah.
She's chugging on dick, and I'm alone.
Yeah, like, I literally forgave my celestial anatomy for you. And
for what?
Just to watch you get pounded.
I would honestly just join the stars. Like, I would get out of there.
You know what? I'm actually done. But this would be so much more drama because it's such a small group.
Yeah, because that would be horrible. Like, you and I don't like the same, like, we like the same anime guys, but it's like, we wouldn't date. You're married, so it really doesn't matter.
It kind of takes
like,
everything out of the equation, but
it's like, you know what I mean? Like, you and I would cease to be friends if I was like, I know you fucking lied bringing this motherfucker in the house.
And somehow guys are like,
okay with it.
It's
That's weird.
Hmm?
You two will never change, right?
It's like when she says things like that, they're probably like, okay, well, I guess we can never date her.
Yeah. Yeah. I want us to always, even when we're grown-ups, to just never change how we are together.
It's gonna change.
Never date you guys, ever. I would never think about it. You guys are like my brothers. Yes. Oni-chan.
We're never gonna change.
Ototo. Always.
Even when we're grown. We'll stay friends.
She just fucking arms around them. Yeah, I love it.
The Three Musketeers.
For some reason, they both sigh loudly because I'm an airhead.
Sure. It's a promise.
She doesn't keep that promise, though. She's like the only one. And you know what? That's why they're charging her rent, because she's stupid. That was mean.
Before I was judging them, but now I get it.
And now we're back here.
What's wrong, Yana? I don't know. My fiance was just cheating on me yesterday. What are you talking about?
Nothing. I was just thinking about something from a long time ago. When I look at the sea.
The sea never changes after all.
Don't cut me off.
You're like about to say something.
Read the room. As a child, I would look at out at the ocean whenever I felt sad because my parents are fucking flakes. The ocean and my two childhood friends.
Are all I have.
No one else. Those are unchangeable things I hold dear. I'd never date them or sleep with them. I think, yeah, I'm here. I can live my life like myself again. Jesus.
Oh, wait, that's you. Sorry.
Kento, Rio.
What?
Do you remember our promise from high school? You might not. They do. They're friends. But the three of us promised to never change how we are together. You are the actual anomaly in that one, by the way.
I remember. Yeah.
You do? Oh, I'm so happy because I forgot. Thank you for never changing, even though I'm dumb. I hope we'll all be this way forever. We're all in this together. Is that the end?
I think it is.
Yeah, they always go to a sky. One day, on the day I lost everything that I had as an adult and a child, I found something important that I had forgotten about almost entirely. I think that's why I was so determined to cling on to something unchanged from my past. That actually doesn't make any sense.
They had her like get over everything so quick.
Yeah,
She's like, my
that was
childhood
piss
house
poor.
was demolished. I was cheated on. My fiance's gone. I lost my job. Like she doesn't really care.
In Japan, you can sue for things like that. So it's
Yeah.
like I don't be on the phone with the lawyer. But the reality is that 10 years had passed for him too. He had been hurt. He had changed.
Who? Which one's he?
I don't know. I wonder how he really felt about me all this time. You gave no indications.
You said they were just your friends and they're equal in your eyes. I'm
Goodbye.
confused.
Get off. I didn't realize it at all then.
I'm assuming we choose somebody.
That was actually pretty terrible.
Yeah. What's happening? Okay, well that was our first impressions.
Oh yeah, because I'm on
Cutoff
Pento's
point.
thing. Okay.
Okay, so I feel like for me, because it's Love Choice, I'm not going to play it, but I do think it's somewhat of an interesting plot, even if they didn't do a good job of like setting it up, and I don't think they did her reactions properly, but I do think there could be some interesting and juicy drama in it.
I think there could be a really good love triangle. I think that it could be really building based off of like, you know, what were we to each other back then? How do we get and restart anew? Because she's really starting over. So yeah, I think there's a good foundation. The execution had a lot to be desired, but yeah, I think like we can get it, you know.
I have a question. What do you think? Do you think, because just based on those last couple sentences, it seems like it's one of those things where it's like they rewrite history depending on whose route you're on.
Oh, for sure, gonna have to. It has
Yeah.
to. It's gonna be like, oh, I spent more time with this person than this person.
Yeah, which that would then kind of kill the drama, to be honest.
I
if we
feel
do
like
that.
if you do it right, though, you could basically split up and say, kind of like this is the easiest way I can do it now that I've played some of it in like in a Tokimeki style of like I hung out with this person sometimes in this one, but we also did group stuff a lot, and then that other person would like leave for some time, and then it was like the rivalry of it all, you know?
Yeah, but I don't know that they'll do it like that.
I doubt it.
That would be good. I like that's how we're planning to do it when we're working in Snowcase. We're not going to have it be like revisionist history depending on whose route you're on. It's going to be very much like what grows into it now. That kind of disappointed me. Those last couple sentences threw me off where it was like
they're gonna rewrite the entire route depending on who you're on, and there's only two guys. I'm not actually sure how they're gonna add anybody else. I think it's always gonna be those two, and that app is doomed to fail.
yeah.
So sorry.
Chip or
Alright.
do, but yeah, that's it for us. This is just a quick video. We
it-
do have a lot of. Sorry. This was just a video. Just kidding.
Some of it's like, you know, whatever, but yeah, go ahead, sorry.
We have a lot more videos planned. We have some really exciting news for this fall and winter. So yeah, stay tuned for that. We'll do dedicated videos to all of that. And yeah, we'll talk to you next time.
Bye. Sorry. It's like make my numbs big.
I know we're sitting on the floor because we don't have a good like filming setup. 'Cause it's just my apartment right now.
Nope,
Okay.
hate that.
Let's rearrange. Everybody rearrange.
Rearrange pause.
We're cutting this off, so.
That looks stupid. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, pause because I stretch my leg.
Okay, yeah.
But
It's actually crazy how easy feet fall asleep when you're just on the hard floor. Okay.
I think we're almost at the end, thankfully. Pause real quick.
Okay. My leg!